friends, welcome to Tallie's Tricks. Today I'm going to check out some Miniverse, Make It Mini Lifestyle. This is series 2, and I grabbed one the other day just to check it out, and I didn't realize that you get a mold and you pour the resin in the mold, and I just think that is really, really cool. I also learned a trick for finding certain ones. I'm sure most of you have heard of this already, but there's pinholes on the wrapper, and you can use that to figure out which one is inside. I used my phone and looked for the pinholes. So right at the top of the M, right in the middle, is that little pinhole. This one, and then this one, the pinhole is right here. Right at the top right corner of the M. The other thing you can do is the weights. My weights were different than the one on the paper. Mine were like just a little bit heavier than what was on the paper. But when you compare the weights with the other ones that were there and use the pinhole thing, you can figure out which ones are inside, most likely. All right. So we have our container, instructions. Oh, you know what? My other one only had one of these papers in it. This one has 3. So I wonder if that might be why it weighs more. Or has 4. We only need English. So if you haven't done the Miniverses before, there's some more instructions on here. These are the different ones we can get. So the candles, I don't know if their resin is different. I haven't done any of the flower pot ones. But these ones up here, the teapots and the teacups, you like pour the resin into the mold, which I think is really, really cool. So on the back of this is our instructions. Let's see. It says, thank you. You're welcome. You have a little bit of sandpaper. What's this? Oops. There's our jug of resin. It has this little cap you can put on it to like make it easier to pour. And this is one of the reasons I wanted this one, is there's this like powdery stuff that you can put in the mold, and I think it looks really cool. So I'm excited to try that. Here are the little attachments. Here's our mold. Okay. And our capsule becomes a display. We have this little paintbrush thing. And a silver platter. So in case you didn't guess it, we have the pink teapot, which I really, really, really wanted. And the reason I wanted this one so bad, partially because it's pink, but also you put the powder in the mold before you put the resin in. That's what makes it different colors. I'm excited to do this. Okay, so we flip our mold inside out. Okay, so I have my mold inside out. I have my blue sparkly dust. Just gonna brush some on. Ooh, that's so pretty. Ooh, oops, it's messy. Careful. Okay. Ooh, my hands are pretty now. Okay, we'll see how that turns out. Flip it inside out again. Oh, wait a second. I wanted the bottom part to be blue, not the top part. Okay, so I tried washing it off with some soap. And I got lots of it off. There's still some on there, but that's okay. And I tried to wipe it off of my mat, and it just kind of smeared. So I'll have to wait till later and really get that clean. Now I'm going to flip it around. There we go. So you can put these in warm water for a little bit, or rub them between your hands to help help the resin pour out more smoothly. So this little cap doesn't come off, this whole top part comes off. And we can just pour our resin. Ooh, such a pretty color. I feel like where you can see the color, you can make sure you get the resin everywhere. The first one I got had white resin, and I couldn't really tell if I'd gotten it everywhere or not. Let's see how that does. All right, I have a little light box that I used for my nails way back when. So I'm gonna use that to cure my resin. So while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off and put our other lid back on. So I'm hoping that this one will be the teacups that go with this teapot. So with the teacups, I don't know if we have to do them one at a time or if we get 2 teacup molds. More sandpaper. We have 1 teacup mold. We have 2 handles. Oops, here's our resin. Smaller bottle. The little funnel thing. What's in this one? This one, we have sun-baked sweets. Little cookies. Ooh. Little spoons, the pieces for our ball. So our plates already have the blue dust, and they look like they're made of resin. Let's see what our collection paper says. You guys, it doesn't have the blue dust. Oh, because the teacups are just purple, or the teacups are just pink, and the plate has the blue. Oh, I'm gonna put a little bit of the blue on our teacup because I can. Because I already have this out and it's already a mess. So here's our mold. So I'm not going to flip it inside out. Maybe I'll just try to pick up the dust from here. Just brush it along the bottom. So we'll try that. See how that works. And then we can put our mold in here. And it kind of holds onto it for us so it doesn't move. I love that it's like translucent pink. Okay, I'm gonna go put this in our light. And then I should probably clean up. Okay, so our teapot is done. And I put too much in and it bubbled. So it won't stand up right. But I think we can sand it. But I will really try not to do that in the future because that's unfortunate. So when you cure it, you cure upside down for 10 or 15 minutes. And then you cure it right side up for another 10 or 15 minutes. And then you're supposed to let it cool down. I think our teacup will turn out better. So it's cooling down. Let's see. Ooh. That turned out pretty good. I was kind of worried about the top. So we just have this bubble on the bottom. I think I wasn't supposed to fill it all the way up, but I thought I was. So now we can get our sandpaper out. So I bet we could sand this down, but that might take a long time. That's the benefit of watching someone else do it first. You can learn some what not to do's. to get a more heavy-duty sander for that. Try to flatten out the bottom. Oh dear. Well, I tried. All right, and then here's our little teacup. With the blue on it, I think it looks cute. And our teacup doesn't sit flat either. Ugh, oops. I'm gonna go ahead and get our second teacup going. This teacup's gonna have more blue in it because that's just what happened. So I'm gonna try just pouring this in without the little nozzle thing. Ooh. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. Yeah, the nozzle is a good thing. Gotta make sure you get it everywhere. It's got more blue on it than I wanted. That's okay. That one to cure. Now we have our teapot accessories. Here's the spout. So we'll just put some resin in here. And attach our spout. And I'm going to use a flashlight to cure this one. Here. A little bit here. Stick on the handle. And we have little handles for our teacups. A little bit of resin here. And then the leftover resin, it says to just put it out in the sun and let it cure in the bottle and not to put it down the drain. So just heads up. Here's my little teapot and teacups. I think they turned out pretty good. This one has more blue powder than I was wanting, but I think it still looks pretty good. I think our teapot turned out really well. I did sand the bottom a whole bunch because I had that big bubble of resin. So that was kind of a pain. I recommend avoiding doing that. All right, guys, let me know what you think of the Miniverse Lifestyle Series 2. And thanks for watching Tallie's Tricks. Bye.